Hey, how's it going everybody? Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another little look-see at the co-op mod for Mount & Blade 2 Bannerlord. This is the mod that plans to go ahead and basically implement a multiplayer single-player campaign, if that makes sense. Being able to play the single-player sandbox with your friends, we will be able to influence castles, go ahead and take over factions, conquer, battle against one another, or just simply fight against the AI as a united front. I think they're even planning on allowing you to actually go ahead and join other people's warbands, which is actually really cool and exciting. One thing that does set this mod aside to stuff like Bannerlord Online, which I'm sure a lot of people will be kind of bringing up, maybe that they can already do multiplayer functioning players in their game and stuff like that. The main thing that differs that is that Bannerlord Online is more so an MMO. They've ripped out the majority of the AI, so there's no kind of confliction going on there, and it's basically all focused on the player run side of things. Whereas this mod, the Bannerlord Co-op mod, is planning on having it so it is just simply a single player campaign, but you can play it with your friends, which I think is just something so exciting. Like, the AI being in the mod has made it a million times harder to go ahead and account for, but still has been really cool to kind of see their progress, and they are definitely making good progress. So the update we are looking at, and I'm actually in the server right now as it's running all weekend as they're kind of using their testers to go ahead and implement it and check out stuff, is going to be the overworld map with the AI in some function. They're basically wanting to just get as much data as they can to see if there's any major issues with the synchronization and the connection to the server itself. Of course, when the mod does fully release, they 100% plan on allowing you to host your own server and kind of, joining up and playing with your friends. Another really cool thing, and I'll be playing some footage from the developer live stream that they had last night, is that they do plan on, not just being a 1v1 type of deal, not just having two people in. They plan on kind of implementing this mod. I think they've said up to 8 players, but it could even be more than that. So, I mean, again, weird flex if you have more than 8 friends, because, hey, I've only got the one and it's my right hand. But I still think it's really exciting to have the possibility of maybe having like every player kind of connected in with a kingdom. Like, imagine an entire kind of breathing world. You meet up with some people online once a week and you play for a 4-hour session, and you basically just go ahead and everybody joins one of the factions and you see who comes out on top. I mean, that sounds absolutely incredible. But back to the test in hand, and this is something that, again, I'll be showing on in the background gameplay. I am currently jumped in on the server. I think there's only 1 or 2 other people in the server at the moment, just kind of testing out, waiting for any bug reports or anything along them lines. I think this is the main dev right here. He's currently turned on the servers. But yeah, the server is fully functional right now. I can move it in. At the moment, there is no admin control for the fast forward, so I could fast forward, slow it down for everybody playing in this server. And you will notice that there is going to be some AI that's going to be stationary, like this on the map. Again, this is more so a testing thing. And then there's going to be AI completely maneuvering around. But the main focus of this test is simply just to have it so that the players interacting like they're testing the data sent from each player to another and seeing if that gets constantly updated. And this isn't the only test that we've had. I think a month and a half ago, or maybe even 2 months ago, we had the arena test, which was a really fun implementation. Again, they're currently kind of splitting everything up into segments and testing it bit by bit and building upon one another. Yeah, last time we had the arena test slice, which was really cool because that was basically jumping into a big arena with loads of soldiers with people. So it was basically like a multiplayer arena, I guess. And that just kind of played out, and the results in the campaign got sent back and everything along them lines. And then before that, quite a while ago actually, we had the in test as well, which is where you could go into something like a tavern with multiple players, play board games, and kind of, again, test that type of syncing between players in these individual slices. And honestly, it's just so exciting seeing the progress this mod is making, and I think this is hands down the biggest test that they're going to go ahead and implement. And if they can get this right, they can make it smooth and make it so that there's not major issues. They can really accelerate the progress of the mod. This is like hands down the fundamental style. Look at that again. There's another player currently roaming around. You can just see him going off in the distance. That was really cool. I don't know if we're going to be able to find him. Yeah, look at that. There's just a random player right there maneuvering around the campaign map, running around. That's like really cool to see. And we're just, both of us just hands down chilling, playing the campaign. Look how cool that is. And yeah, that's just so exciting. So yeah, if they can kind of deal with this, they can progress the campaign. I honestly think this is such an exciting time to be a Bannerlord fan. So many of these mods are making such great progress, and the developers who are working on this are putting in so much work, and I just can't wait to see it done. And another actually really cool thing about the whole kind of co-op mod in general is that it should fundamentally, again, I'm sure there's going to be lots of work before here and now, but it should fundamentally work with a lot of other mods as long as you all have the same kind of mod files and everything along them lines, because again, it should kind of transfer over. It's more so the connection and the sending of data that is really focused in, rather than the actual platform of Calradia itself, for example. So you should be able to implement some crazy stuff and have some really, really cool campaigns. I believe the next thing that they are working on as well, so if this goes smoothly and they work out a lot of the bugs and any crashes and any other major issues that arise during this testing phase, they can kind of smooth that out. As long as there's nothing major, I think the next part of what they're going to be testing is either going to be going into settlements and going into villages and kind of that data being sent over and how that affects the campaign map whilst one of you does do that, or they're going to be going ahead and messing around with the actual battle side of things and getting the syncing data for that, which I mean that's a test I am very much looking forward to, being able to move into battles and stuff. And I'm also really interested to actually see how they're planning on approaching that. Like, does the world map slow down? Does that mean that if someone's in a battle, can other armies reinforce whilst that battle's going on? How will that affect stuff? How will that affect the AI? And I'm sure there's plenty of stuff that they can do where they can maybe disincentivize the AI from going from an ongoing battle, or maybe just ignoring it completely, but the player can still maybe reinforce and get stuck into the battle. All that stuff I'm sure they're going to be working on and probably have a pretty good plan already. But that's going to do it for the video today. I wanted to do just a small little update letting you guys know that the mod is still alive, is still kicking and making absolutely incredible progress. And as I said in the beginning of or during the video, I feel like if they can absolutely nail this part of it, they can really start to accelerate and just hopefully get closer and closer to a fully functioning multiplayer co-op Bannerlord. So let me know in the comments what you're most excited for when it does come to this co-op mod. Of course, I'll leave a link to the mod Discord down below in the description. Highly recommend you go ahead and join up so you can keep up to date. You can support them, and they do run a handful of looking for testers as well. So if you do want to test this mod, I would definitely join. Just go ahead and keep an eye out for when they open up more applications to join their testing team, because I'm sure as they develop more features, they'd be more than happy to go and unlock more actual kind of data, because that's going to be the key point, right? Having people on different hardwares and connections and stuff sending in information. So definitely go join their Discord. Also actually leave the overall stream that one of the main mod leads posted as well. It's about an hour and a half long, and he goes in from editing and messing around with it. But yeah, it was really, really cool to see. So yeah, let me know down below in the comments if you want to see me keep on covering this mod as we get more and more updates, more and more tests. And of course, make sure you subscribe to the channel. We're currently closing in on 220,000 subscribers, so we are definitely on our way. So I appreciate everybody who does hit that subscribe button. Thank you guys so much, and I'll see you in the next one.